Paul, guys, had to stop there for a bit of a minute. We're actually shooting at such an amazing location. DNG, where are we again?
Yo, man, we just want to say a big shout out to Silver Harbor for hosting us. So Silver Harbor Apartments are in Kilimani area, off Ngong Road, Kinderuma Road, and the amazing posh plush apartments, man. We have 2-bedroom apartments, we have 3-bedroom apartments that are available for renting and for purchase as well if you're trying to be a homeowner. And the amenities are incredible. Like, let me tell you, boss, I'll take you around so you can see what I'm talking about. From indoor, kuna swimo boss, indoor pool heated. Musimu wa baridi unaingia pale bikini kakash two shots to hakuna enjoy, man. Say we have a gym fully loaded, man. Say for those guys who are fitness enthusiasts, we have a play ground area for the kids that is indoor. We have an indoor and as well as a garden outdoor. Nice. So like if the kids are on holiday, kama sahi time ya COVID, now they want to play, that is indoor. So the toys don't have to get home as by playing and dancing in the rain. We have lifts, we have power generator 24/7. That means unaona hakuna blackout hapa buda. Of course, water. Most important things are water and power. 24/7. Hatunanga shida kama hizo. Lifts on each block, security, we have APs 24/7. Hapa hakuna wizi ugondi, nini, safe and secure. And I believe that this is a place you want to live. We can be neighbors.
To Rudy back to continue with this conversation that you've been having about real estate. You then took your TNA investment and went and purchased a home.
Yeah, so I started investing kitambo, but of course, TNA ilinipatia boost.
Oh, so you already started before?
Yeah, so I have approached my real estate investments is mainly off plan. That obviously has its ups and downs. So off plan means that you invest in the property before it is complete.
Yeah.
So it's more affordable.
It's riskier.
It's riskier because obviously there are a lot of unscrupulous players that obviously even for me nimepigwa kidogo.
Serious, huh?
Yeah. I've lost some money with unscrupulous players.
Yeah.
In the past. One thing about business is that the ups and downs, and that's something nobody talks about. I think sometimes we glorify entrepreneurship. It's a glorified
hardship.
Obviously, there are a lot of freedoms. You have control over your time, your decisions, etc. But when you lose money, you lose, and that's the big difference between entrepreneurship and being employed. Being employed, the employer takes the burden, the brute.
Yep.
When there's no biashara, you're still being paid. Until COVID, where guys were slashed 50% and guys were laid off. Previously, the employer would take hardship, and that's the challenge. So when you are employed, is that security, which again is a flawed security because you can lose your job at any time.
Yep.
But with entrepreneurship, you take on the burden of looking for clients, looking for employees, managing them, managing their business. So
but it's a certain character or personality that can be an entrepreneur. I don't think it's for everybody.
Correct.
Yo, bro, that thing is not for everybody.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
Ilinitwanga.
Masana. And it doesn't. People say it gets easier. Not necessarily easier. It's just that you learn how to weather the storm better. It's like how they say that the Bible says that it's not that there will not be problems, but there shall be grace to help you weather the storm. You see.
I love it.
Yeah, so unazoea, you harden, you toughen, you become more experienced. So how you manage crisis and challenges is very different from when you start. You become a seasoned entrepreneur over years.
Question: your time now and 1FM.
Yeah.
What did it do for you?
1FM was very interesting. I joined 1FM, so I left 1FM when I was doing campaigns. Because I was doing countrywide tour all the time. Like in fact, I used to come back to Nairobi, drop my bags, pick a new set of clothes, and chomoka again. Yeah, like of a transition period, like a layover for flight attendants and pilots, like that. And
you went across this country?
Across the country. From Nyanza to coast.
For a period of how long?
Several months.
About
several months, yeah.
So there's no way you could have done this. And the money is good.
Money is good. So I had to take a break. And obviously I told the management I'm taking a hiatus. So I took a break, kidogo. Then I came back to 1FM.
So they allowed you to come back?
Yeah, it's like a sabbatical.
So you took like a year off?
I think less than a year.
But 6 months.
A few months, yes, just a few months, and then I came back. So then, interestingly, when I came back to 1FM, the MD asked me to do a different show. He asked me to do breakfast.
That was big.
Breakfast is a cup of tea. Breakfast is the cafe latte and the cappuccino in the coffee menu. It is the epitome. It is the Switzerland of media. So breakfast in radio is like the number one property. It's like the 9 o'clock bulletin for television. Yes. So it was a very new challenge for me because I'd been so used to dealing with this, but the guy is so potential. Alex Koskei, big shout out, Mashimio. And he told me, man, I feel that you can do. So initially I declined, I'd refused. I told him I don't want to do breakfast. Keep me on the youth show. But he felt like you have so much potential you're not utilizing. Come and engage these guys. Because breakfast now, you're not talking just to youth, but to any Tom, Dick and Harry who's going to work in the morning.
Who in fact was your TA for
1FM? Obviously it's a youth station. But you see now, tulikuwa nasikizwa na wase kwa mat. 1FM was very popular in matatus. So the matatu audience is waze. It's the makanga himself. It is the guys hustling kwa kibarua, a student going to school. It's very diverse. So it was a Watu station also because we used to play Kenyan and African. We never used to play Jay-Z, international hits, African. As far as it goes, it's say Nigeria, Uganda, TZ, So that audience was very...
Was this a franchise that was brought here? Or who set up 1FM? So
the owner is Alex Koskei. An MP,
okay.
Mgwen constituency, big shout out Mahesh. He sold 1FM last year to NRG Radio.
Yeah, big Kevin Mulay.
Yeah. So he owned 1FM and 2FM.
What?
Yeah.
Those 2FM?
Yes, at a point there was even hits radio. Yeah, so 2FM was 87.7, 1FM was 97.1 for Nairobi. So I was given the challenge of breakfast. I wasn't too sure how to communicate with this audience because breakfast, the predominant topic is, the big shows. There was the political shows and there was the kina classic MK. MK wanafanya mambo ya relationships.
Yes.
Him and
Kinyangi.
So that's the space I was immersed into. So I felt like, because my target audience is not the politics guys, it's not Waze, it's youth, but it has to take a more serious tone than evening, where we're talking about relationships, mamas, clubs. So here now, I came up with very unique ideas. I came up with something like the Hustle Yako Hour, where we used to talk about biashara from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every weekday.
The first time I wore my t-shirts, and my friends, my boys saw it. They all ordered for like each a piece. Okay. And that's the first day I made 10 G's out of it.
That's what's up. How old were you at that moment?
I was, I think, 19.
You
19 or 18.
Made your first 10 G's at age 18. That's what's up. Come, Ragasio, Ducci.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. So how did you come up with the design? Did you draw it yourself or you worked with somebody?
For the design, I came up with the design when I was in high school. When I was in Form 2.
So you're an artist?
I'm an artist. I practiced art and design back in high school.
Okay.
So the design was just, I just came up with an idea, I drew it, and I didn't think this idea was going to be like a print that's going to be on that's going to be like a fashion line, like a clothing line. And 3 years later, I wore my first t-shirt. And that's how it became, and people liked it. So I had to come up with a name and call this company. I couldn't call it El Nairobi because I have to expand it. Yeah. So I had to go back to the nickname that I was given, and that's Gucci.
I hear you, and of course we'll be seeing where this brand has expanded to shortly. It's 1FM 97.1 Money Monday. As you can see, a young hustler, CEO Mwenye, Kamuragi Gucci lifestyle. If you got any questions, hit us up. You know what's up. It's just 239-719-719. I do live in concert where I bring in artists and give artists a platform to talk about their grind.
Wasanii shouldn't be saying about in January. Wasikudanganye.
Wanaingiza.
Deck waliingiza.
Sana.
Walikuwa wanaingiza deck kutoka November. Yes. So January kama ulikuwa umejipanga, you should not.
Uko sawa?
Yeah.
Shukuru.
Come on. In fact, you should be doing challenges like
charity.
now wapatia watu, yeah, and charity and stuff.
Like,
hook guys up, man.
Like now we're going to Machakos, bro.
Yeah,
Today
yeah,
for the King Kaka Sanitary Bank.
Exactly, man. So
Give back, man.
give back because you've had a good year, you know.
Live in concert where I bring in artists and give artists a platform to talk about their grind and get DJs live every Friday to throw down. We even grew that property to do Facebook Live, Instagram Live, brought in Vixens who would talk on the show. Maybe you will show guys a sample. You know what of how it used to be.
So, you are the one who you had the liberty to. Oh, first of all, did you have a co-host?
So initially I didn't, and then throughout that journey, I now did a thing called the Next Big Radio Host Competition. So our first winner was Sarah Hassan.
Yo.
Sarah Hassan was my co-host for a time. She never used to come to work, so we had to let her go. We had to let her go, bro.
But dude, let me just say this: morning radio is not for the faint-hearted.
Hey, waking up,
Because
Sarah
what
sijui ameenda sherehe wapi.
Just explain
Asubuhi
your-
ashiki simu.
Exactly, just explain.
Hajakuja job. So I had to do the competition again.
What time did you used to wake up?
You see, my show used to start at 6. So obviously I'm waking up at about 4:30, latest 5 when I'm really late. Like when I'm really, because sometimes you get so tired. Because see, I'm doing early morning radio. I've done a gig jana. I've ingia the digs at like 2 yani or 1. Labda I was doing an activation, a client deadline for reports. We're missing that deadline, so I have to work over time. So that in the morning I party. You get what I mean? Like juggling was really crazy.
And it's every day, Monday to Friday. You have to be
Monday to
there
Friday.
at 5 latest.
And you have to be consistent. Then with the radio, morning, especially breakfast, you have to read the newspaper. Because you have to be in tandem and in touch with the country. You're setting, I used to call my show the platform and the voice of the Kenyan youth. So when I say good morning, Nairobi 97.1, Mombasa, what, Nakuru, nene, I'm telling guys, listen, this was happening. This is the scenario from a youth perspective. Yeah? And this is how I feel about it. How do you feel about it? Simu inaanza kulia. Hata kabla niingie wani. So I'm cutting calls, putting them on. I'm playing songs, I'm getting links, I'm reading tweets, what. So I was solo initially. Then I got Sarah who Skype Jobo. Then I did the competition again, Next Big Radio Host. Then we got Lulu Saidi. Lulu Saidi was my host for quite a bit. And then she left radio. Then as I was coming to finish towards this journey, I went back to school for my master's. Did a global executive MBA at USIU.
And we'll talk about that.
Yeah. And then as I was finishing my master's, I felt like I needed to grow my company. So I set up in Uganda and Tanzania. So I left again. I left 1FM again. Now here, not as a sabbatical, but I just resigned and said, guys, please give me some time to focus on this. Then later I joined again for the last round. Around the attack. That time's a charm, yeah.
So let me ask you, when NRG bought it, they don't really use the station right now. They use the frequency.
They use the frequency, yeah.
So NRG is literally on 1FM right now.
On the frequency, yes, 97.1.
Yo, okay. Hey, brah, you've done a lot. Because we're not even talking now about Switch TV and things like that. But let's go back then into, at least I've got a better understanding. 2012, we're 2012 right now, because we've talked about tumemaliza
campaign into 2013.
Into 2013. What's cutting right now?
So now after that, now I got into television. So I've done a lot on TV. My first TV stint was Kiss TV. Then after Kiss TV, I did a project for called Malta Guinness Street Dance Competition.
Right, no, I performed that. I was one of the artists.
Yeah, so I hosted that. It was aired on KTN. So I did there was the Kenyan one, then there was Pan-African, then there was international.
Yeah.
Then after that, I think the next thing was, if I'm not wrong, chronologically,
there was a fat Mike Strand.
Mike Strand once again. So you see again relationships.
Yeah.
Long term. Like I've worked with Mike on many projects for many years.
So then now you're being called as a host. It's a show it's like a show that's been created. So this has been filmed.
Yeah.
So now they're calling you as a host for that.
TV presenter, yes. So I did that. I've done Sakata on Citizen TV
as the
TV host.
I want everybody on their feet.
You guys
kaune. Bala.
Sir,
Yeah.
let me teach you something how we do it in the hood, yo. Suse makasi no money. Nakasi sana basi ni sana.
Oh, I like.
Welcome once again to Kenya, baby.
Asante sana. I'm already home.
Naka fiti.
Etie.
Wanaume. Aye. Those at home, karibu sana. It's Sakata Mashariki, bigger than most. Yo.
Definitely. It's been quite an entertainment actually.
3 countries.
Oh yeah.
Kenya, Uganda.
So one of
Remember Sakata the dance?
Yeah, that was huge as well.
Yeah. I hosted Sakata for 3 years.
You were on it for 3 years.
Yeah, back to back. I'm the only host who's done more than 1 year. Every host was being dropped after every year.
Wow.
So I came and stabilized. Thank you so much, Latifa, Ashira, and team. Thank you.
Bra, so you've worked across media stations.
Yeah.
Okay, which other ones? Where else have
I've
you?
worked.
Anything on DSTV, Maisha Magic?
Yeah, okay. Maisha Magic, Africa Magic, Swahili. I did Sumula Penzi, which was I was there. I was acting. I was acting as a radio DJ.
What it do? This is 77.7 Sizzle FM with the one and only Tash on the ones and twos, yo. Mariam.
Tash! Sikujua unaweza lipa rent kwa kusupport madem.
Kuna vitu zingine chapa yezi nunua.
What it does, nakwambia ni noma. Yo, my name is Davidson Ngibuini, aka Mr. D to the N to the G, East Africa's #1 hype man, and I'm acting as Tash on Sumula Penzi. Tash is this cool guy. He's a young Jama. He's been through a lot in life. The story that is revolving around this particular character is that Tash has had this chick a while ago. Mariam is lost in this world. Mariam has no job. Mariam has nothing that she does that is of importance apart from just hooking up with old people for money.
Mariam, her weakness is Tash, the ex-boyfriend.
Tunasherehekea.
Maisha.
Tash is currently dating someone else, and this chick is now a gold digger just on the hustle for money. But Tash still feels this mama. So Tash is dating Olive currently.
Tuonane basi.
And Olive is this chummed chick who doesn't mind spending a little bit of money on entertaining Tash.
My #1 cheerleader, my amazing boyfriend, Tash.
Now, as you can see, this is the studio. Look around you, it's all fresh all day. This is 77.7 Sizzle FM. So Tash is senior presenter on this station, and he's a loved guy. Yani mafans wanasikiza show yake mbaya, and it's Tash's first job, and he's loving it. What guys should look forward to as far as this show is concerned is to be blown away.
Nataka tu kurudi nyumbani.
Nini?
Acha mimi.
What I like about this particular show is that it's real, it's relevant, and the characters and the storyline is something that you can relate to, whether you're in Kenya or you're in Mozambique or you're in South Africa or Nigeria. It doesn't matter. It's day-to-day issues.
Staki. Tajishughulikia.
Party people all across Africa, my name is Davidson Ngibuini, aka DNG. They call me East Africa's #1 hype man, and I'm acting as Tash. Party people, don't get it twisted. This is Sumula Penzi on Africa Magic Swahili.
My role was called Tash. I was this mute who was confusing this rich guy's Chilean. Someone here in my team is like, oh my god. Yeah, well, like that's my story, that's my character.
Yeah.
And then I execute that effortlessly, man. I'm just a ladies man, you know what I'm saying?
Talking about, can I ask a tough one?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Let's talk. Can you talk about your marriage?
Yeah.
This time have you gotten married?
I got married in 2015.